Hi, welcome to Carrie Creates Cards. I hope today's tutorial will encourage you to be creative. I hope you enjoy watching. Please like and subscribe. Hi, today I'm going to be working again with Distress Oxide Inks, a few Distress Inks, and this beautiful new stamp that I have by Lavinia called Moon Fairy. It's a stamp that I purchased there recently. So I'm starting with the 5x7 card base, and I've cut a piece of heavy white linen cardstock down to roughly slightly smaller than that. And the inks I'm going to be using are Squeezed Lemonade, Spiced Marmalade, Walnut Stain, and maybe Bundled Sage, not sure. And I'll use my brushes. And I just want to show you this little mug that I got from my little granddaughter for Mother's Day last weekend. And she's only a baby. It was only a year old in December. But I really love it. I thought it was a lovely idea, and I can keep my brushes in it. So I'm going to go ahead and start in the centre, pop down those mats, and I'm going to start with the Squeezed Lemonade. I'm just going to ink that up, and I'm coming in to the centre using circular motions. My dog is having a great time barking out there again. I'm going to have to bring him in and introduce him to you, I think, at some stage. And if you haven't watched me before, he's my little Yorkie. His name is Bronte. And sometimes Bronte just loves to bark. And I think he knows when I'm filming, because he tends to start then. I guess he's getting no attention from me. And next I'm coming in with my Spiced Marmalade. I think it's because it's on the mat that it's slipping. I'll pop it down there, and yeah, I think that's better. No. So I'm going to go around that now again, just working my way out. Blending the two together, but working my way out. So when you firstly put it down, if you put it down lightly, and then as you're moving it around, you can be a bit heavier. And I'm going to come back in again now with that Squeezed Lemonade, and I'm just going to go around the centre to darken it a bit and just blend it on out to the spilt marmalade. There we go. Just going around the edge now again there. Sorry, the Spiced Marmalade. So next I'm coming in with Walnut Stain. And just again, lightly around the edge there. Just blending it out. And I'm not going to ink it up again. I'm just using what's left on the brush to blend it down into the end. But I'm coming back in with that Spiced Marmalade brush, just to try to blend the two colours together. Now I think I'm going to ink this up again because I'm not happy with the blending. Yeah, that's going to be better. I'm just bringing that out over the walnut stain. The blend of the two colours is beautiful actually. It's very nice. So I'm just coming in around the edge there now. I'm filling in the rest of the cardstock with that spiced marmalade. And there we go. I'll just clean up here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to come in with my water, and I just want to put a few droplets down there. Now I'm not going to spray it. I'm going to actually spray it onto my hand. And I'm just going to flick it on there like that. I'm going to come in with my clean tissue and pop that down. And yeah, that's quite a nice effect. So maybe just a little bit more there. Now you can play around with this and you can get different effects depending on how you apply the water. But I think that that's quite nice. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my heat tool because I want to make sure that this is totally dry before I do my stamping. I'm just coming in with my stamping platform and I'm going to pop my cardstock into the corner. Just put those little magnets down. And just open this little moon fairy, my first time using her. So I'm going to pop her, I think. Maybe I should use this little thing. She'll be turned that way. So I like her round about there. Oh, excuse me, I'm using it backwards. So let's see. Yeah, about there, I think. They're handy to use just to get your placement. You can kind of see what it's going to look like. I'm just going to pick that up and just give it a rub over. Because as I always say, it's new, and just to get rid of any bit of residue that may be on it. Now the next thing I'm doing is I'm coming in with my versifying Clair in Nochturn, and I'm going to ink that up well. Oh, she's beautiful. And I'm not affiliated with Lavinia Stamps. I know I tend to use them an awful lot in my videos, but I just love them. That's all. I pay for all my own stamps and I'm not affiliated in any way with Lavinia. So I just genuinely love these stamps. Just one more go, I'd say now, and that should be it. And as I always say, the more you use the stamps, the better the print becomes. You know, even first go, you get them once you've had them for a while. That should be okay. Yes, that's perfect. So next I'm going to come in. I'll just put my lid back on there. And I'm just going to use some clear embossing powder over my image. I'm actually going to just put a bit of this anti-static powder on first so that the ink doesn't, or the embossing powder doesn't stick where I don't want it. And I'm going to pop that over it. So just pop that in for future use. And I'm going to come in now with my heat tool and just go over the image. Just makes it nice and vibrant. Excuse me, nice and vibrant. So I'm going to come in next with a couple of just background stamps, do a bit of foreground, and I'm going to ink this one up in the Rainforest. I'm just going to pop that down there. And another one on this side. Don't particularly like using these large acrylic blocks, but it's necessary with the longer stamps, or I guess I could use the platform, but anyway. It's about there, will be good. Just a couple here and there. Yeah, and I think that that's maybe just there at the side. Yes, perfect. So next I want to decide what I want to put on the top. So I've decided I'll use the vine flourish, and I can pop that down on the smaller acrylic block. So I'm going to use the Twilight to do that. Just pop that down. And with these older stamps, I always know I'm going to get a great impression first go, because they're well loved and well broken in. The piece here. Maybe just bring one more in there. Yeah, I like that. Maybe another little bit on the side. Sometimes it can be hard to know when to stop. There's kind of a thin line between overdoing it and just enough. But I think, yeah, that's enough. I've just came back in with my glass mat there because I want to come back in and do the edging. And I think I'm going to come back in with the Walnut Stain, the Distress Oxide. I'll just get my brush there. So I'm just going to come in and ink it up around the edge. I didn't want to add another colour. I think the colours that are there are enough and they go well together. So I didn't want to go spoiling it. God, Bronte's having a right old rant out there today, whatever's going on. And for those of you that don't know, I live in the countryside and thankfully there's no houses next to me, so he's not annoying any of my neighbours or anything like that. It's just annoying me and probably you as well. But yeah, I don't know what we would do if we had neighbours beside us, because he used to always bark like this. I don't know what's going on with him. All I can do really is apologise. But I think I will bring him in and introduce him at some stage. Yeah, and I think that that's quite nice. I'm just going to wipe that over. So next I'm going to come back in with my card base. But first of all, I think I'm going to come in with my little white pen. Now this is a glue pen. And I'm just going to go around these little circles, make them pop. So I've just popped that down with a bit of double-sided tape onto my card base. And just one last little thing I want to do is just come in with this little glitter water pen and pop a little bit of glitter onto the fairy's wings. And that's enough. See if I can get the blob off. There we go. Okay. So that's my finished card. I think you'll agree it's came out very nice. Love the colours. And I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, please like and subscribe, as it would do my channel a lot of favours. I'm a new channel and I'm trying to build my followers. I would really appreciate if you would subscribe if you're getting any benefit out of these tutorials. And thank you as always for watching.